Hello, Garland Nixon here. And actually, I generally, when I do my show, I uh, will run the 28-second countdown and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not doing it right now because this is just a brief video before I get going. I got a lot of great videos coming on today. But here's something interesting for anyone who might, I don't know, just want to check this out, right? Just interesting because the Trump team's doing a lot of investigations. One of the things I've noticed here on YouTube is that a lot of conservative talk show hosts are starting to show up, right? All of these conservative talk show hosts that I never saw before are starting to show up. And, I think that the mainstream, like Google, right? Google, if you the CEO of Google was sitting right in front of Trump at the inauguration. Excuse me. So I think one of the things I'm starting to see is they're letting loose the conservative people, right? That you can see conservative talk show hosts, but it appears that they're really cracking down on those of us who are neither, like me. I'm not conservative. I'm not liberal. I'm actually a lefty, but I try to evaluate politics from the perspective of, just what I see as opposed to, this is liberal, this is conservative, right? So here's something I wanted to show you guys. Just, I look through my analytics, and your analytics will give you certain things. It'll give you your number of views, how many people are viewing, how much of watch time, etc. Right? I'm going to run a video in a few seconds ago that I did a while back, in which I showed overnight a YouTube change. Right? My stuff dropped, my views dropped by 40%. And I'm like, what the hell did my views drop from 40%? 1 month, I did the same number of videos. Everything was the same. And I looked in my YouTube analytics, and it had the reasons for less views. And it was like, YouTube feed 40% less, and everything was like YouTube this 38% less. And here's what was obvious: YouTube had cut me back by 40%, my views and everything cut back by 40%. That's what they did. Right now, let me show you something. This is just from this week, and let me show you something. Now, one of the things that happens, right, you get subscribers, you get a certain number of views and a certain number of new people, and you get a certain number of subscribers, right? And you would think, wow, I got thousands of views, I got thousands of subscribers, and that's what should happen. Now, what a lot of us have seen, what I've seen particularly, is my subscribers get cut down. So they will allow me around 1,000 subscribers a month. That it shows around 1,000 subscribers a month. When you start digging into the numbers, which I've done, the numbers never make sense. It never matches, right? But now it's so obvious. You're going to see this. It's so obvious, right? That, I mean, let's face it, thousands of views, you're going to get subscribers, right? So this is over a period. Let me show you and tell me what you think about this. Now, keep in mind, I've had this channel for years. I've been looking at my analytics for years, and I've never seen anything like this. Join me for this interesting view. Let's look at my channel analytics. 69,000 views over this period of time, right? Okay, great. 26.7 thousand watch time hours. Let's see how many subscribers I got. -10. -10. So basically, over this period of time, for every 6,930 views I got, I actually lost a subscriber. Think about that. Now, I've been looking at my analytics for a long time, and I've never seen anything like this. And this happened over the last week. One of the things you can do is like this: January 26th, 11,320,000 views. Wow, that's great. I wonder how many subscribers. I mean, that's 12,000 views. Let's take a look and see what the subscriber situation. 6. Oh, well, this has to be better. Let's see. Let's go here. Monday, January 27th. Well, that was low, 4,000 views, and I got -10. Wow, let's go here. Wednesday, January 29th. I lost 14. I wonder how many views I got on January 29th. 12,094 views, and I lost 14 subscribers. Over that period, I lost over a subscriber. The bottom line is this: If you look at my analytics, what you see is something that doesn't make sense. That is pretty much impossible. That you get 70,000 views over like a 4-day period, 70,000 views over the different things, yet you lose subscribers. That is, I would argue, impossible to happen. But it isn't impossible, is it? Because it actually happened. And look, you think I'm making this up? It speaks for itself. Let's look at watch time. All right. Here I got 4,000 hours of watch time. Here I got 41. Let's see. I got 4,100 hours of watch time. 0. How about here? Let's look at watch time. 4,094 hours of watch time. Lost 14. Right? Is it possible that you can actually 70,000 views over this period of time? You lost 10 subscribers. For those who don't check their analytics, and I think that's what they I think that's what they count on. For those who don't check their analytics, you'd see numbers going down, you'd see things going down, but you wouldn't, when you don't break the analytics down into particular periods, you don't see it. But the more you get, the less you get. Less subscribers, more views. Well, I'll put it like this. According to this metric, if I'd have gotten 700, well, I'll put it like this. If I've gotten 690,000 views, I'd have lost 100 subscribers. According to this, the more people that watch my channel, they watch it and then they just unsubscribe. Thousands and thousands of people come and they look at it and they're like, oh, I'm going to watch this. I'll watch it for hours. Well, can't stand this. I guess I'll unsubscribe. It makes no sense, does it? Let me show you another video. So I'm going to stop that. This is going to be, did this a while back. I want you to watch this. This I did a while back about them censoring my channel, and they were caught. I caught them over a 24-hour period. Let's watch this. Ready? Let's watch it. All right, here. All right. So those of you who might have been on with me last night might remember that in doing my show, I had this on there, right? And one of the things that I talked about was, oh, look at this. I mean, you want to talk about censorship? Read this. My views for a 28-day period, 310,976 views, lower than normal. Lower than normal. That's more than from a guy that gets 500,000, 550,000 views, 310 over a 28-day period. How the hell? I'm making videos. I'm saying stuff. What I also noticed was I looked at my channel and I could go along through my channel and I could see videos, 30,000, 20,000, 25,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 views, right? Blah, 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 blah. Then I look over the last month. 10,000, 8,000, 9,000. It dropped 50, 60%. You know, I put out a video and it was sure to get, minimum of 20,000. Now it's barely scraping 10 or 11 and 12. What the hell are all my numbers going bad for? Just like that. I mean, what did I do? I didn't do anything different. Let me look at the analytics. Maybe it's somewhere in there. Let's start here. And let me show you, let me demonstrate to you that YouTube is dirty and why. I personally believe this is illegal, but let's look at it. 310,976 views lower than normal. That's a significant drop. There are a few reasons for this decrease. Why would somebody drop, more than half in 1 month? Okay, so these idiots there are a few reasons for this decrease. Now, here's what I believe. It's not that they're idiots. It's that this stuff is done by AI. It's done by the computer. The computer plops this stuff out here. It never dawned on them that an old investigator would look at that and go through the analytics and say, but it is. Okay, look at this. Why did my views drop 310,976 over a 28-day period? Maybe people just didn't like my videos. Maybe they just got tired of it. Maybe they were busy. Maybe it's the weather, climate change, aliens. Nope. YouTube told me why, and let's read it. Number one, viewers watched your content 33% less often than usual from recommendations from YouTube. Wow, my recommendations from YouTube dropped 33%. What they didn't know is I looked at it before and I got a screenshot. Day before it said 40%. 40%. Viewers watched your content. It said 40%. Now it says 33% over. Think about this. Over a 28-day period, YouTube recommendations, according to YouTube, dropped by 33%. Now, next, subscribers. Well, those are the people, that's a lot of you people, right? Use guys. So we know that they watch my content 33% less often than usual from recommendations from YouTube. Subscribers chose to watch your content 25% less often than usual after seeing them in their subscription feed or notifications. So they dropped my subscription feed or notifications 25%. Now, keep in mind something. The day before, it said 40% and 37%, or something like that, 42% and 37%, right? So it averaged around 40%. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, but the bottom line is they dropped my, according to YouTube, they dropped my recommendations from YouTube. People, I lost 310,976 views, according to YouTube, because what? Less recommendations on YouTube, and people were, less often than usual after seeing them in their subscription feed or notifications. Keep in mind what I did, right? So last night, this is from my show last night. So last night, I brought it to the attention of everyone, right? Okay. And somebody said, why am I talking about this when Assange got free? Well, I'm not talking about Twitter, but that's the name of this video when I'm making a video. At any rate, this is not an Assange got free video. I'll do that next. But at any rate, here's my point. I want to make a point here. Okay. So I put this up last night. Okay. Last night, I make this video on YouTube and I point out that YouTube admits that they lowered my recommendations, that they lowered my notifications, they lowered my subscription vision. They admit right there in writing that the reason I dropped 310,000 views is because of their deliberate actions over a 28-day period. More than 50% drop over a 20-day period because of YouTube. Well, I put that video out last night. Well, YouTube must have saw it. You know why? So keep in mind something, that is the analytics. There are a few reasons for this decrease, right? Let's look what it says today. I got up this morning. I did it purposely. That was 9 o'clock last night. 9 o'clock this morning, I said, let me check what YouTube says. Let's look at the analytics. Same thing, right? Same analytics, right? Here's what's weird. Your content, why now? Last night, it said I had 310,000 less views over 28-day period. That's what it said last night. It said 310,976 views fewer over a 28-day period. 12 hours later, I get up and it says I got 171,032 less views. Right? And what does it say? Why are views lower than usual? Well, last night, when it said, why are views lower than usual? It said, because we ain't recommending you. We ain't giving people notifications. We're not letting them know. We have shadow banned the hell out of you. If that's the way I interpret this. The same page, the same analytics. I clicked it 12 hours later and it doesn't say the same thing. Now, instead of 310,000 less views, I got 171,000 less views. Isn't that amazing? Somehow over I gained 30, 40, I gained 140,000 views in 12 hours. So they changed the numbers from you got 310,976 less views to you got 171,000 less views. And then what's the reason? Why are views lower than usual? Well, last night it was because of recommendations and subscriptions. But this morning, let's see what it says. Why are views lower than usual? Your content appealed to a smaller audience during this time. This could mean viewers didn't watch for as long or chose your videos less often when they were recommended. Let me show you again, right? Let me show you again. 171,032 views. Why? Because my content appealed to a smaller audience. That's what it says, right? 171,000 less views. Why? Because my content appealed to a smaller audience. That's what it said this morning. But last night, 12 hours ago, it was totally different. Last night, 12 hours ago, it said I had 310,976 lower than usual. There are a few reasons for this decrease. One, viewers watched your content 33% less often than usual from recommendations from YouTube. Subscribers chose to watch your content 25% less often than usual after seeing them in subscriptions, feed, or notifications. There's my point. There's my point. Over a 12-hour period. Now, you're saying, Assange, these things are connected. All right. Sorry about that. I got to get that. So there's my point. And now we go to our channel analytics, and let's see if things make sense again. Channel analytics that we look at, and we see, whoa, 69,000 views, negative 10 subscribers. For every 60, oh my God, I better make people stop watching my channel. Whatever you do, don't watch my channel, because the more you watch my channel, the more views I'll lose. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that, let me ask you this. How does any YouTuber stay on the air? I mean, if you think about it, let's say you got 10 views, 10 subscribers. Well, where would you get them? Because apparently on YouTube, when people actually watch your channel, you get less subscribers. Boy, that's really bad. Isn't it amazing that I'm going up 10, 24, and I end up 77,000 subscribers? Wow, 77,000. And might I add, I'm locked in at about 900. It will show that I got 800 to 1,000 a month. But when you calculate the numbers, I never get them. But bottom line is this. The reality is this. Now, they've stopped, like they're saying the quiet part out loud. You know what I mean? They're not even trying to fake it anymore. They're not like, hey, we better make sure that Garland can't figure this thing out. They're just like, what are we going to do? How are we going to set the algorithm? Every 6,930 views, take a subscriber from it. Just randomly take a subscriber. And you know the game. What they do is they look at my subscribers and they find the people that have watched the less, and they start with them. And they just go, oh, this guy hasn't watched the YouTube in a month. He's out of here. I'm sure he won't notice. It's a game. But look at this. Could you possibly get more blatant than this? In your 6,930 views, 26,000 watch hours. Oh, lost 10 subscribers. Isn't that amazing? So my point is, now, here's what I'm saying. Not that I'm counting at all on the Trump administration to do anything good, bad, right, wrong, or indifferent. All I'm saying is this. If somebody's investigating censorship out there, if anybody is looking into censorship, I think it would be a good idea to look at YouTube. You know, certainly old Elon Musk claims that he's not censoring, but where's my account on that? Which trust me, That's getting real close to get real close to getting dealt with. But where's my account on oh, that's right, my verified account is still up on X, the free speech place. The place that on X that can't figure out who owns the account that I've had since 2009 with the same exact password, the same exact username. And the fact of the matter is, to this day, they're still charging me for that account, but I can't access this because I got an email that says they can't verify me as the user of the account that I specifically pay for verification for. Getting real close on that one. I'll update you, but I'm not going to say anything. But my point is, YouTube, somebody's going to have to do the same thing and sue them, or a group of people are going to have to sue YouTube. Because look, if you're a business, and I pay YouTube for stuff. I'm not just a person who takes free. I pay. I get the YouTube, so I don't have to watch videos and this and that. Money comes out of my pocket going to YouTube, and YouTube is deliberately doing things to me to hurt my business. Deliberately, it's blatantly obvious. Is that actionable? Can they be sued? They haven't claimed that I violated any services because I haven't, terms of service. They haven't claimed that I violated anything because I haven't violated anything, and they know it. And let me add this. Why is it that all of a sudden all of these conservative hosts are showing up in my screen? People I've never heard of, never seen before, are showing up in my feed. I guarantee you this, I ain't showing up in their feed. They have taken the brakes off of these conservative, simple, the algorithm. They've taken the brakes off of all of these conservative channels because they're afraid Trump's going to come after them. And so they're like, oh, crap. Oh, shit. The head of Google, which owns YouTube, was at Trump's inauguration. So he's probably like, okay, the tech bros are all on Trump's side now. So conservative host, you're good. Let them back on. Well, what about guys like Garland Nixon and people like that? Oh, hell no. My God, no, they can't be on there. Screw them. Let's set come on. Let me just say this, YouTube. If you're going to do the algorithm, couldn't you be a little smarter than this? You know what I mean? If you're going to do the algorithm to screw Garland, I understand. I'm not saying the things you want. Maybe a little too Russian bot supporter for you, things of that nature. Okay. But really now, 69,000 views and you lose 10 subscribers. Now I'm at a point for every 7,000 people that watch the channel, 10 of them quit, and I'm supposed to believe that? It is what it is. All right. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll be back on soon. I got all kind of great guests today, but I just wanted to share that with my dear and fluffy friends. Be right back on. We got Professor Nikolai Petro coming on. He is a specialist in Ukraine, in Florida, Ukraine and Russia. He's written a book called The Tragedy of Ukraine. He knows a lot about it. Really brilliant guy. We're going to talk Ukraine peace. 1 o'clock's going to be great. We have, I don't know if you've seen Jeremy Kuzmarov. Jeremy runs a Covert Action magazine. It's a great, you got to go to covertactionmagazine.com. He does all CIA, all intelligence stuff. He is an intel CIA specialist. This is a fun, people don't know they're missing that shit, missing it. 1 o'clock, watch Jeremy Kuzmarov and see, we're going to talk about the potential release of documents. But when we do that, I'm going to ask him about that stuff. He knows RFK, JFK, MLK, anything that Operation Northwoods, anything that the CIA has done, covert actions. It's Covert Action Magazine is his website. It was started by Philip Agee, a former CIA officer, and it's really good. So you will really enjoy. You will truly enjoy our brother Jerry Kuzmarov. I hope Kuzmarov. Jeremy, you'll really enjoy that at 1. So this is great. Nikolai Petrov, then that. And then, of course, 2 o'clock, me and Jamal Thomas are going to have some shits and giggles, as they say, and going over the week's news. So it's about to be fun. Thanks a lot, everybody. And share this on all your social media platforms. I'm out. See you back in 11 minutes.